8-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the double. Line 51. Go,
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam, slam.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. On the base. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost. You're almost. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, BJ. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike's both. Rock it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 48.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. Check. Leo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From midfield, here's Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Go there. And Lobo. Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 14.
Hey, lock it.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Mike Fofo, I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 24. Check. Check 99. Check. Blue draw Corkers.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, Sam on. Check. Shoot.
On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 50, plant.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On the run, it's Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 61, matchbox, white. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. They're going to take care of this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
A 45-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he will go down. a Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All day, dog. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Fournette, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
Off play action. Bryant. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bryant. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Bryant. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 52. Jumper.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
44, Mike, 44.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Fournette fighting through, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up. 44, Mike, 44. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check nickel.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll toss it to Fournette. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ricky. Switch it. Come on. Roll out. Crouch. Big edge. Quick edge. Go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Back. Watch the twist.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Leonard Fournette. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Forced out to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Watch the whip.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's where you belong.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. This is the tight end Fant. Room here to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bryant. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 23.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Bryant. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go. Let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Fournette. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 2.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Bryant. And this is caught. He hits more.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. This is Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On 3rd down, Bryant. He wants it all for the end zone. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Rush in.
Back to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Block now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Watch the safety creep.
Look at me. Go.
Check 26. Check 26.
Fair. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Lock to throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
At their own
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. On first down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey. You got three down. 3 more.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense.
On 4th down, Bryant. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken short.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Box drop. Undercut. Hey.
Check 4. 44 to Mike. Check. Here we go.
Right. Go.
First throw of overtime for Locke. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
X3, 218, chop.
From the 39, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. A handoff to Fournette. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A handoff, Fournette running left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now to the air. Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Lock working out of the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Cuts back middle. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Kansas City, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back